Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yes, it's the professor, and I know I haven't talked to y'all since I've been back home from vacation, but guess what? I'm back with something that I believe the Most High wants me to say. So, yeah. It's all good though, enjoy vacation. And I'm gearing up for vacation 2.0. That's what I'm calling it. Me and my son, we're going to Fort Lauderdale, Florida in August. I can't wait. My daughter's going to. She was like, hey, I want to go with y'all. So, tickets bought. I need to buy me a new bathing suit. I think I'm going to put that in budget. Anyway, just coming to you with another video. Thank you for all my subscribers. Welcome back to the Professor's Corner, where we're going to talk about what I feel like the Most High has put on my heart to talk about, and say the things that I feel like the Most High wants me to say. Okay. Today we're going to talk about armor. And what it is. I heard that, maybe a week ago during my prayer time. And when the Most High asks me questions, it makes me go look up things and dig out things and then observe behaviors. And my sister and my brethren that peek in, we're armored up. We stay armored up. Now, I know some of us staunch Bible believers, which I am one, that we're supposed to put on the whole armor. We're supposed to put on the breastplate of righteousness, shod our feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Supposed to put on the helmet of salvation. Supposed to gird our loins. Yeah, we're supposed to do all of that. All of it. We are. Yes, we are. But what I'm talking about today is how we deal in relationships, in relation to people, whether it's friendships, developing sisterhood, developing strong covenant relationships. It's time to learn and grow. Let's say that. Learn and grow. So I did a little digging. I got my notes. Yeah, let me show y'all I got my notes. So I'm going to be doing a little reading, but what the Most High put on my heart, I hope it gets conveyed to you in a way that it makes sense. I hope so. So let's first of all define armor. What is armor? Armor, according to the dictionary, it is, I got a couple of definitions, concrete and abstract. First of all, concrete. Armor, metal coverings formerly worn by soldiers or warriors to protect the body in battle. It is the protective layer or defensive covering from onslaught or weaponry. The abstract, it is a person's emotional, social, or other defenses, things we use to protect ourselves. Now, what are some of the armoring techniques that we use? Because we're going to focus mainly on not the physical, because nobody's walking around looking like a knight in the 16th century with the arm guards and the helmet that's made out of metal and the chest pieces, and we don't have arrows and swords and shields. We don't have all that in our everyday life. We don't walk around dressed like that. I know I don't. And most people don't either, but we are armored up every day emotionally. a lot of times we can be very, 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 very defensive. One of my defensive techniques, before I embarked upon my weight loss journey was, and let me tell you a little bit about my story. As a child, I was molested. In my teens, I was raped. And not teens, early 20s. I think I was like 22 when I was raped, sexually assaulted. And what I did to myself is I allowed myself, as an armoring technique, to balloon up to nearly 400 pounds. Why? Because I wanted to keep people from touching me. I wanted to not be attractive to anyone. I wanted to not be looked at. I wanted to be passed over. And that was the technique I used to keep myself safe and off limits from other people. Armoring techniques. Now that I've embarked upon my weight loss journey, at my heaviest weight, I was 398 pounds. That was the weight I saw before I stopped weighing myself. I probably had gotten over 4. I don't know. I stopped weighing myself. But I decided that I needed to lose weight and I needed to get healthy. I realized that in 2012 that I had not taken good care of the vessel that the Most High had given me, and I needed to do better. And so I took my weight loss and my health in my own hands, and embarked upon this journey. Like I said, 398 was the weight I last saw before I stopped weighing myself. I can say today, when I weighed today, I am at now 274 pounds and 6 ounces. And it's been a constant journey since 2012. 2012 is when I decided I got to do something. I got to be better. I got to feel better. I got to be better. And so as I started shedding the weight, I started looking this direction. Now, because, I'm a big girl, but guess what? I know I'm all that in a bag of chips. I know my value. I know my worth. And guess what? I add tax. Not playing with y'all. However, I was still armored up. Having dealt with loss in relationships, my first husband divorced me because, the paperwork says irreconcilable differences. I had issues, he had issues, we had issues, and so those issues took us to court, and he dissolved that marriage. Second husband passed away, and so I had some abandonment issues. Although I desired a good, strong, loving relationship. Now, I'm losing weight. In 2013, that was when I hit that milestone of at least 100 pounds lost. I've gained and lost and gained and lost and gained and lost. And now I'm back on the losing scale. I don't even do the numbers. I don't even care about the numbers. What I do care about is being healthy. But like I said, as I started losing the weight, eyes began to come this way. But I realized I was armoring up in a different way. I was armoring up in my behaviors. And so I started, doing a little observation and some self-examination. And then seeing if I saw these same behaviors amongst the sisters I know, and I'm a people watcher. I watch folks. That's how I get some good stories, because people are a trip. Nevertheless, I see some common behaviors in people but I'm talking especially to the women who desire to have good covenant relationships, good, strong sisterhoods. I see some behaviors that hinders connection. That's the word I'm looking for. Hinders connection. Why? Because we armor up. So let me give you the top 5 things I've observed. Top 5 armoring techniques. 1, glancing away when people are talking to you. In this culture where people are tethered to their phones, excuse me, people act like people are not talking to them. You can be in a conversation with somebody and somebody is, y'all having a conversation and looking down at the phone or glancing away. Even if you're not looking at your phone, people are talking to you and you talking to people and son. Who are you talking to? That behavior is rude and people take notice of it. That's something we got to change. We need to learn how, if you want to really engage with somebody, eye contact is important. Look at people. Don't be afraid to look at people eye to eye. I get it. Looking people eye to eye means you see them, but guess what? They see you too. Another, the second armoring behavior or technique that I've seen is when we cross our arms in conversation. People are talking and we cross our arms. That body language shows that you're not open to receive anything from whoever you're talking to. The point is, if you're in conversation doesn't happen if the message is not received by the person who is supposed to receive it. Received and understood. But if you're closed off with your body language, that sends the message to that conveys a message to the speaker that I'm not open to hear what you're saying. I ain't trying to hear that. Then what you in conversation for? Stand 10 toes down and say, well, I'm not open to having this conversation. Sad to say, but a lot of us are cowards when it comes to that. Either you won't talk to them or you don't. If you do, you need to be open. Plain and simple. The next technique, I've seen myself do it. And so I've worked to change this behavior in myself. And that's leaning back when somebody is talking to me. Like I'm in conversation and leaning forward when I'm talking. Because when I lean forward, that can be seen as being intimidating. When I lean back after I've said what I've said, that conveys the idea that I'm done listening, that I'm not paying attention. I'm just letting you talk, and I'm waiting for you to stop talking so I can talk. And so that's a behavior I'm working on changing in myself. That's an armoring technique, and I'm trying to stop that. I'm working on it. I'm going to ask my people around me, have I changed? The fourth armoring technique is changing your body posture or turning away from someone when they're talking to you. Allowing people to interrupt that conversation, unless it's an emergency. Now, emergency stuff is emergency stuff. You can't get over emergency stuff. But while engaging in conversation with somebody and somebody comes up and immediately starts talking to you, and you turn away while this person is talking to you, first of all, that other person that walked up and started talking is, one, rude, and two, you're showing rudeness by engaging them in the middle of this person engaging with you. It speaks of disrespect, and it also says, I don't really want to talk to you right now. I don't really want to hear what you're trying to say. I've seen that a lot. And so that's one we need to work on as well. The fifth thing, and one that I see as real important, and I get it, some people gonna say, well, the scripture say you need to set your face like a flint. But that's in the face of your haters, those that are coming for you. When you are standing and declaring Yah's word, you can't care what people are saying against it. You do have to set your face like a flint and not be moved. However, if you are working to engage in covenant and strong relationships, building a strong sisterhood, you can't sit there stone-faced. Emotionless expressions on your face when you're engaging in conversation with others, that non-response makes others believe that you're not engaged. Some people get offended. I personally, if I'm being my engaging, intelligent self and you sitting there stone-faced, glazed over, and I've been told that I'm comedy walking. Well, somebody called. I got a phone call, but I'm going to finish this video. I was saying about being stone-faced and expressionless. Those non-responses can cause offense. Me personally, if I'm being my engaging self and you're sitting there glazed over and I'm wasting my good red lipstick on you, I take offense. I take offense. Why are you here? What you called me for? What we doing? Not necessary. Let me take my stuff over here and do whatever. Nevertheless, I believe that if we desire to have strong relationships, we gotta lay the armor down. We must willing to be vulnerable. And I know that's a word a lot of people don't want to hear. Vulnerability, they believe, is weakness. Personally, I believe that if we're forging a relationship, we're forging a sisterhood, we're creating a bond, I have to trust you and you have to trust me. Because what is vulnerability? It is the quality or state of being exposed to the possibility of being attacked or harmed, either physically or emotionally. If I desire to be in a strong covenant relationship, if I desire to be strong in my sisterhood, if I desire to bond with my adult children, with my friends, with my family, if I wanted to lock tight and be strong, I have to trust them and they have to trust me so that I can lay the armor down, take the defenses down. Now, this is the thing. We have to learn how to choose wisely. What do I mean? If they not your people, if too many red flags begin to fly, put your guards up, put your defenses up, and cut it off. Sometimes we stay too long. And then we do endure that hurt. We do endure the attack or experience the attack. We do experience the hurt because we didn't see the red flags, see those cautions, see those warnings, use our our spirit, people in this realm call it intuition. We didn't let that speak to us and tell us, and that's not it. That's not, no. Let it fly and be okay with it not. I know, sisters, sometimes we be like, but he's so cute. Or he got this and he got that and he got the other. But if it's not a place where you can trust enough to be vulnerable, defenses up. What they say, shields up. So that you can preserve your safety. Because it has to be a place where you can trust that you can be safe even when you're vulnerable. And you allow that space for them to be safe and be vulnerable with you as well. I appreciate the spaces that I've been that has allowed me to be able to shed my tears, to be able to share some of my secrets, some of my pains, some of my fears. But you don't get there armored up. Does not happen. Without the risk, the reward doesn't happen. It just doesn't. And so if you're not willing, if you're risk aversive, you're not ready. You're not ready. And so maybe there's some areas of healing that need to continue to happen. Some areas you need to, like Iyanla say, fix your life. Some places you need to, some wounds you need to take to the Most High and let Him heal. And then look at yourself again. Go back and then reevaluate. And see then if you're ready. Because if you're risk aversive, there will not be a proper reward. They'll tell you that when you're investing in stocks. There's always going to be a risk. So do you not invest and possibly miss that dividend? Miss making that money? Miss the bag? I don't know. That's on you. But without great risk, there is no great reward. So, yeah. Let's find safe spaces and offer that to people. Offer safe spaces to people so that we can receive that reciprocity. Okay? Sis, find a way. Brother, find a way. Let that armor down. Let it down. And if you see the red flags flying, shields up. All right? All right. Hopefully you found value in these words. And if you did, please give me a like so that the YouTube algorithm gurus say, oh, that's some good stuff, and other people are liking it, and they'll recommend it to other in other spaces. If you have not already, subscribe to my channel. I'd be greatly appreciative if you do. Send me a comment. If you have other topics you'd like for me to explore, put it in the comments. Okay? Okay. All right. I'm going to go return that phone call and do what I do with the rest of my day. And you be blessed the rest of your day. All right? Professor out. Shalom.